Hello and welcome back to another Blue Protocol video. Today, Bokra has answered a lot of questions and I will be giving my own take on their answers. So what I say may or may not resonate with you, so please take it with a grain of salt. So the first question is asking on the development team's focus, and they have replied that their focus is on PvE, which I'm all down for. So yeah, I agree. Next, question 2 regarding pay to win. Optional purchases is what I agree on, and with the Imagines costing lesser to upgrade to +5 as compared to the closed beta test, I really think it's in a good shape for free-to-play players so that they are more easily able to get the +5 gold Imagine. On the other hand, ignoring that the Imagine Gacha exists, we didn't have that before, so we really have to see how it goes. But basically, back in the beta, it was really difficult for free-to-play players to create any main character Imagines because simply there's no world boss dropping it, and you had to get about 3 to 4 gold Imagines, break them down, then you could exchange one main character Imagine, which was a nightmare for free-to-play players. So at least now this Imagine Gacha is the best place for free-to-play players to quote-unquote grind, and there's a big issue here. And so what I'm hoping is that they will limit the pools per week, else this means that free-to-play players who want to gear up will just simply not spend any rose orbs on anything else, including cosmetics. So unless, for example, there's like a limit of 5 pools per week from this Imagine Gacha, then free-to-play players can probably set aside 750 rose orbs every week and are able to use the remaining rose orbs on things like cosmetics. Yeah. Question number 3. Really looking forward to difficult content. I would really appreciate a difficult raid with high level equipment being dropped from it. And personal opinion here, but it should be exclusive. But from my experience, modern MMOs would really make normal / hard / nightmare modes for these kind of raids with higher drop chance on higher levels, and I personally dislike that because it just downplays any achievement from clearing the raid. For example, like you wouldn't let's say in what's popular, let's say in Elden Ring, you defeat a certain boss, Melenta or whatever boss that you fight, you know that everyone else had that similar has overcome that similar difficult fight when they are equipping a certain gear dropped from that boss. So it's like a global walking achievement that you did something difficult. Whereas now it's these modern games want everyone, they want to have accessibility to it. And my thoughts on this is that it is a clear content problem, because if there was enough content in the game for casual players, then it wouldn't be a problem for hardcore players to have their own hardcore content. Modern games just don't have enough content because development is expensive, yada yada, so they just make one content and make it accessible to everyone, but in the end it is tailored for no one. Casuals want their own The casuals want to have their own, like tea parties in their own player-owned house, while hardcore players want difficult fight exclusive for them. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop here. But that's just my stance, guys. Yeah, moving on. Question number 4. I think this is a win. So personally, I recently went back into OSRS a few months ago, and the core gameplay was relatively similar, and I'm able to play and experience the game without needing to read up or look at like guides. So I can literally hop back into the game with very little resistance. So yeah, I take this as a win. Question number 5. They say most memorable memories players make are from social interactions. Sure, I get it, but I'm still kind of slightly concerned that they don't have any plans or focus on solo content. In the past, Blue Protocol Japan had some challenge trials or speedruns, which was something. But what about like that mage tower in World of Warcraft, or something similar would be that would be great. At least you can have like some sort of a optional cosmetic reward at the end. That would really be some goal for many players to work towards too. Question 6 regarding dynamic events. Good, always good to have. I can't say I've played too many MMOs that have dynamic events, but from what I played, Throne and Liberty, it was alright. It definitely made the world a lot livelier, but the rewards needs to be tweaked. For Throne's case, the rewards from both events were too poor if you spend the same amount of time in dungeons, in comparison. So everyone would still go to dungeons and avoid world events during the late game. I've yet to see a good balance, so we'll have to wait and see. Question 7 regarding collaborations. I bet it would be Sword Art Online for the first collab. I don't know how exactly they will manage the items. Like how would they earn money from it? Will there be limited time imagines? Will it be obtained for free from the game, or will it be paid? Or even maybe you can obtain the first copy for free, but you gotta purchase the other 4 copies to limit break. I don't know. No one knows, so we gotta wait and see how they're gonna tweak this. Question 8. From my viewpoint, don't address the limitations, because I really don't want to make hundreds of alt accounts just like COA, Crystal of Atlan. That's exactly why I dropped. I stopped playing Crystal of Atlan. It seems like a second job to me. So yeah. Question 9. I feel that this is a good design. In the second closed beta test, we have 15 levels for most skills. I feel it's really too low for an MMO, and everyone would have everything maxed within a month. It feels like they need to increase more items, or at least spread out the levels till level 50. At least let dedicated players max out perhaps like one skill within a month instead of all skills. Yeah. Question 10. I don't have any strong issues against AFK grinding. In the closed beta test, you just needed about 100 or so materials to craft a gold imagine in the beta. and with that number lowered, there's even less need to grind those. It's still useful for seasonal grinding, you know, because of those quests that you need to level up for your armband. Question 11 regarding the mega server. I'm personally not from America or Europe, so this really doesn't have much impact on me. But yeah, I mean, for the American and Europe players, go for it. Question 12. Language support. Personally, for me, I use English text with Jap vocals for most gacha games. So yeah, since they are already planning to have that, so no issues for me. Question 13. Housing. Housing's alright, I guess. I can't say I'm super excited for it because personally I played Tower of Fantasy, and we all get our personal island in Tower of Fantasy, and it wasn't much either. So you know, similar to Tower of Fantasy, you can get 4 other players in your home, while TOF could only invite 3 other players. So I'm just not expecting anything crazy. Question 14. I love how the answer doesn't specify at what intervals new classes will be added to the game. But yeah, I would imagine somewhere between every 6 months or so. Who knows? Question 15. I played the original Blue Protocol on the ROG Ally on the go, so I'm thinking there wouldn't be any issues for the controller support. I can't say the same for the Steam Deck though, but since they are planning to launch it over there, so shouldn't be any issues. Question 16. Costumes. More is good. Next. Question 17. Regarding the character creator. It's good for the community, yeah. I can remember the times where back when TOF Global was releasing, and I had spent a lot of time actually creating a character in advance before the launch. Yeah, it was kind of good, but right now for me, it's things are different for me, specifically for me, because I have a backlog of videos to put out before the launch, and also IRL responsibilities to take care of. So I'm just really busy on those before the release. Also, I would very likely change my appearance again when the game launches, because of the you know, the cosmetics that comes out when the game comes out, and I would like to some sort of customize my appearance based on that. But you can be sure that it's something similar to what I have on my YouTube profile right now. And question 18. They can't share any dates, so be patient. Question 19. The developer talks are so important. In my humble opinion, Throne and Liberty did well in this area by having their globalization manager, I think his name is Tico, yeah, have monthly YouTube videos, about 10-minute talks discussing what's happening with the game, having community questions answered, etc. So yeah, I think it was very good. So definitely can learn from this experience. And that's my thoughts on the upcoming updates. Agree? Disagree? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.